So today's video is going to be another double feature. This is an offshoot of my randomizer series, in which I play 2 games in one video instead of 3, if the title wasn't already obvious. But that's not the only difference though. Most of the games I tend to review in this particular series tend to be commercially released products as opposed to free games you could just play online. And today's double feature is no exception. It only has one theme in particular. The 2 games I'll be demonstrating to you guys today, which are called Freeways and Desert Golfing, were both developed by the same person. That person, of course, is Justin Smith, who you may or may not know as the creator of EnviroBear 2000, one of the most infamous freeware indie titles out there. It really surprised me at first because I had no idea Justin Smith was still making games, because EnviroBear 2000 came out like almost 10 years ago. But no, he is very much alive and very much active where game development is concerned, and today we're going to be checking out some of his commercially released projects. So with that being said, let's just get started right away. So we're going to be checking out Freeways first. So what exactly is Freeways? Well, to put it simply, it's a game where you create roads for your commuters. In a somewhat similar manner to City Skylines, although I would argue that the road building mechanics in this game are maybe not as refined, but definitely a lot more liberating considering you can move your cursor around and it just draws a road wherever you move it. I mean, you can do that in City Skylines too, but like you can draw them in any direction you want. That's what I mean. You can draw them out while you're moving your cursor. And the overall objective is to design your freeway so that it's as efficient as possible, traffic is able to flow nicely, and hopefully your road designs aren't so convoluted that your commuters get confused and you end up causing a massive traffic jam. So it's more or less a puzzle game, but there isn't that much depth to it, and I didn't want to make a separate video of this because I felt like there just wasn't enough content to justify giving this game its own separate coverage on my channel, which is why I decided to pair it with Desert Golfing. And Desert Golfing has even less content than Freeways, so I won't be spending that much time with that game either. But let's get started here. Draw a road from the factory to Highway 6. So what you do here is that you left click. We have to draw this road out of the factory because this is where all of the cars are going to come out of. So we left click on the road and we need to hold it down, and then we just move our cursor over to this road right here, and there you go, we created a road. So that's the first screen right there. Now, the game does include a lot of levels, and all the levels take place on different screens. I'm not sure how many roads there are, but according to some of the people who have played this game, there's a lot. So I guess what this game lacks in depth, it more than makes up for in terms of the amount of content, but maybe not necessarily the quality of it. It says you must connect all roads to all other roads. So if you click on this sign right here, you got some arrows pointing to the other signs. These are the highways that you have to connect all the roads to. So we have to connect Highway 6 to Highway 101 East and 101 West. Once we do that, these arrows will not go away, but they will stop flashing. We have to connect 101 East to 101 West, and vice versa. Now, I have played this game quite a bit off screen, and just so you guys know, like, full disclosure, I am very bad at designing roads in this game, so, if my roads end up looking extremely crude and just lack all sorts of common sense, then, yeah, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised in the slightest. I'm gonna try and do this here. So you have to connect it to that road. Yeah, click highway signs to see which roads still need to be connected. The orange arrow is not flashing anymore, which means we did connect Highway 6 to 101 West. Then we just need to connect it to 101 East so we can create another road, diverge off this path, so they can go over here. So some of them, as you can see, will turn to the right side of the road to go to the east highway. Some of them will just stay on course and go to the west side. That's pretty much the only way you can influence the movement of these cars, by building roads. They are programmed to follow the road, but you can tell which car will take what path. So as you can see, these cars are purple, which means they will head to 101 East because the sign is purple, and the orange cars will head to 101 West because the sign is orange. Even though it looks more brownish than orange, but the cars are orange, so I don't know, something weird going on with the color shading. Maybe it's just like a lighter shade of orange, or well, no, it's a darker shade. I don't know, it's strange, okay? Also, I don't know if it's just me, but the cars kind of look like they have smiley faces on their roofs. Am I the only one who sees that? Like in the middle, you have the eye is, on the bottom, like the windshield is the mouth, and then the back window is like a unibrow of some kind. Either that or it looks like a spark plug, I have no idea. We connect this road over to here. Yeah, we can click ramps to create overpasses. I don't think that'll really be required for this right here, though. Yeah, so we have 101 West connected to the east right now. So all we gotta do now is just connect 101 East to 101 West. We're gonna try creating an overpass in order to do that. So we click on the ramp to create an overpass. What this will do is that it will increase the height of the road, so that way it's not overlapping the bottom road right here. So they just go underneath it. It's also really nice because it does cast a shadow on the bottom road too, so you can tell that it's elevated. And then you click on the downwards ramp in order to go back to the surface. Then just connect this road over to here, and then your network is complete. I kind of screwed up the design right here, because there's a little piece of road here that's kind of going off, or it's kind of sticking out, but that'll be fine, because at least they don't follow it right off the road. They still stay on track. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit bad, though, because there's no yield sign right here, but there might as well be. You gotta yield, guys, you gotta wait. So then you can click the stopwatch to measure the efficiency of your road network. So you click on this, and it simulates a bunch of cars moving through your road. And when the simulation ends, it'll tell you how efficient your road is. So I have a total efficiency of 234, my complexity factor is only 8, I use 3,580 tons of concrete, and my traffic flow is approximately 104 kilometers per hour, so pretty decent. I do know that you can get much higher efficiency though, because one of the preview screenshots for Freeways that I saw on Steam had a road with an efficiency of like 444, I think that was the exact number. So you can make these roads twice as efficient as I did, but it's okay, as long as you're able to complete the network, and all of the cars are able to pass through your freeways without getting caught in a jam. Because the thing is, if you have a really bad road design, it is possible for the cars to become jammed, and if a traffic jam does occur during a simulation after you've completed the network, then it will tell you that it's jammed and you'll have to redesign it. Also, one thing that I don't like about designing roads in this game is that there's no erase option here. Like, if I go to the menu right here, there's only 2 buttons right here. You have map and clear. I'll show you the map because it shows you like the other tiles that you can go and build roads on. But the thing that's really strange is that there's no erase option. So if you make a mistake, what you'll have to do is that you'll have to click on this clear button. But the clear option erases the entire road, so you have to start it from scratch again. I don't like that. I think that's really bad design, in my opinion. Also, you may have noticed that a school bus just went past us. There are different vehicles that can occasionally stop by. Like, there's not just school buses, there's also motorcycles too. Also, the sound effects in this game are very minimal. The only real sound effects you have are the sounds of the cars nudging each other. I believe the motorcycles are the only vehicles with actual engine sounds. And there's also no music in this game either, so it's just completely silent in that regard. I wish there was at least maybe a little bit of music, but you know what? That's okay, because using the power of Sony Vegas, I can just edit some music in. Actually, do I want to create an overpass here? Maybe I do. Maybe I do, just so these guys won't get they won't get confused as to where to go. Like, they won't get blocked by each other. They won't get jammed. Actually, you know what? I have a better idea. I'm gonna clear all of that. I think what I'll do instead, just keep it simple. There, just make all of these go straight. And then for here, I think what I'll do is that I'll try creating an overpass. Just disable that. And then just keep on building over to there. Yeah, see? So that way they all get connected, but they won't get all jammed. They won't get all jammed and they won't know where to go because they have to wait for everyone. We have to keep traffic flowing nice and smoothly. It's got to be smooth as butter. But then we have to find a way to connect everything else to the other roads. I think we can do very easily. We can create a divergence right here, which I think is okay. Then one right over here. So it's flowing nicely right now. Yeah, we still need to connect all of them because not all of them are complete yet. Okay, this might be kind of stupid, but I mean, it still works. Sure, why not? I mean, yeah, there's at least one less arrow that's flashing now, so that's fine. I think over here I'll create an overpass. Okay, why did it go that direction? That's not where I wanted it to go. Yeah, because maybe a better idea would have actually been to go the other way, because it still would have connected to the west side. Oh, whatever. We're not being serious about this anyway, guys. Let's just make this as ridiculous as physically possible. Sure. I mean, it still works. Look, it's telling me that it works. So, yeah. Okay, cool. Let's roll with it then. Yeah, what exactly is this? They like turn onto it. Oh my god. Yeah, but you can see clearly, though. They do follow the path that you map out for them. So, you know, the AI's intelligent, at the very least. Oh my god, but that's just stopping them dead in their tracks, though. Okay, but why are you guys waiting for them to move out of the way? Like, they're already on the top of the ramp. You can just go. Oh, I screwed up a thing. I definitely screwed up a thing. Here, try this instead. Yeah, when the icon suddenly flashes like that, that means you connected a road to another place. Yeah, we could probably do this right here. Yeah, because you had to try connecting it to the south, and that's not fully it. Yeah, south and east are all connected. I still need to connect north to... Oh my god, I still need to connect west to, like, everything. Well, in that case... That's not what I wanted to do at all. Good god. What am I doing right now? I just don't even know at this point. Here, try putting this down this way. Oh god, this is impressive. Amazing feat of engineering right here, guys. Okay, why did I put a road down there? That's not... I didn't mean to put that there. Can I delete this? I mean, if you right-click on this symbol, it changes into whatever this is supposed to be. But that just paves out another road, though. See, that's what I mean. There's no erase option. Well, I mean, technically there is, but it just erases the entire map. I don't want that. Why did you design the game in this way? Well, I might be able to do this, actually, without the other ones overlapping each other. Or wait, that's not where I'm supposed to put that. Oh yeah, no. It was where I was supposed to put that. I still had to connect it to the south. Man, oh man, West, where am I gonna put you exactly? Oh, well, actually, I can... No, I think this would work. If I create a little divergence right here. It's still technically connected to the north, right? Yeah, okay. Let's see how this garbage is gonna work out. Simulate. Oh, that actually... Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Oh god. It's actually the most efficient highway I've built. Because the best amount of efficiency I was able to get off screen was like 283 or something like that. That's pretty good. But I don't understand how that was a lot better than all the other roads I made, because the traffic flow was a lot slower. 65 kilometers per hour, 7,060 tons of concrete, complexity factor 36. Maybe that's why I got more efficiency, because I made it more complicated. Alright, well, it's not permanent, because I could just refine this at any time I desire. But for now, I think we're just going to... Well, actually, what is this pick thing? I don't know what this is. A typical clover leaf design in Lansing, Michigan. Okay, we have images of real highways in this game as well. I had no idea. Apparently you can only do that if you build efficient roads, which... How in the hell is this efficient? And look at the gridlock occurring right over here, though. See, all these cars are backed up a little bit. And all these guys are, like, speeding down the overpass right here. What are you doing? Slow down, for goodness sakes. Let's just get out of that then. See, there's a little section of road that I didn't want to put there. But you can see that they're all interconnected. Oh yeah, here's the motorcycle, by the way. There it is right there. Looks like an enemy from a shoot 'em up. Yeah, there's a bunch of other maps you can also go to as well, like some other tiles. I can go to this one. There's like another factory right over here that you build into, but there's a tree in the middle. I think you can only build around that. Yeah, you have to build around it because it blocks you off. So you have obstacles like that in the way. I think the last one I'll try building right here. Yeah, just build all the ones in the second row. Gonna try building an overpass so they can get over the water right here, because we can't build into this. So this is where the overpasses would be very handy. Try to get over bodies of water. So you can see it's a very minimalist representation of a body of water, though. It's like Commodore 64 graphics almost, or even Dwarf Fortress. And the only problem... Okay, wow, there's actually a bunch of school buses here. Oh, maybe that's what the yellow ones are. That means they're going to the north. Yeah, because this one's colored yellow. Okay, that would make sense, actually. Divergence right over here. That would be pretty good. The only problem is that I can't build this underneath. So, what do I do about that? What exactly do I do about that? Well, I mean, I could just do this. Build around the edges. I mean, that does indeed work. And then I can just make this turn back around. And there you go, 101 East is done. Or, well, actually, no, that's just circling back around. Okay, I think I have a better idea. How about we go through the... Yeah, how about we go through the neighborhood right over here? That's clearly a house and a tree. How about we build it like that instead? Maybe that could work? And then maybe for this road there could be an overpass. I really shouldn't be making the overpasses that long. It's okay. It's okay, I know exactly what I'm doing. I actually don't, but let's just pretend I do. We always like to pretend in these videos. We just act as if we know what we're doing. We really don't. Oh, okay, I see. The motorcycles are blue, because the signs are blue. Oh my god, what is all of this? Why are you guys all going north? All of them are just northbound. What is all of this garbage? There's like no diversity here within the cars. Okay, well let's get even more stupid with this then. Let's go over here. Oh god, can I even build around this? Okay, yeah, that does work. Okay, wait, what am I doing? Just build it like that. I should have even kept going forward. Why do these guys just clip up to the top of the overpass right here? They're obviously going below it. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I mean, north and south are connected. I just need to connect east to the south now. How would I just do this right here? Oh my god. This is unbelievable. This is absolutely horrendous. Because why do they just flip to the top right up here? It's blocking off the motorcycles. Well, I guess that one villager in Fez was right. Perspective is subjective. Fine, let's just simulate this crap. And let's just see what happens. Well, I mean, it doesn't cause a jam, so that's good at least. But only 158 efficiency. 22 kilometers per hour, complexity factor 28, 3,960 tons of concrete. Why are there so many school buses? I just don't understand. Yeah, and I do believe this map will continue expanding outwards as you complete more tiles. Like, once you complete all 9 of these, then it expands even further. This is just the tutorial. It's just instructing you on how to play the game. I'll just let you pause the video if you want to read that. But yeah, you can tell this was by the guy who made EnviroBear because his Gmail account is EnviroBear2010. Yeah, I also learned that he actually released an updated version of EnviroBear. I was not even aware of that. Oh, good traffic jam I caused right here, guys. Look at that. Gridlock in action. Actually, it's poor architectural design in action right here. Technology is amazing. That guy just, like, ran over that school bus. Whoa, okay. What is even going on with the game's graphics anymore? Yeah, so that's Freeways. It's just a simple little game where you build roads, try to build them as efficiently as possible so all your townspeople can arrive at their destination as quickly as possible, even though there really is no penalty against you for being very shitty at the game. Like, you can create incredibly awful designs like I did in this video, but the game still allows you to get away with it as long as all of the cars are still able to get to where they want to go, and a traffic jam doesn't occur in the process, then you're good to go after that. And then when you're finally done, you can zoom out and view all of your connected roads, because everything's connected here, as you can see. But, yeah, I would not want to live in a city with crappy design roads like this. Well, actually, I kind of already do, but that's a story for another time. So that's Freeways, guys. The price of this game is equivalent to Twin Toonies, and if you have no clue what I meant by that, that's basically my way of saying it costs $4. It is available on Steam, but if you want to purchase a non-DRM version of the game, you can also find it on itch.io. It's also available on iOS and Android if you prefer to play it on a mobile device, and the iOS and Android version came out first, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I think the itch.io version came out before the Steam release, because this initially came out back in September of last year, but this only came out on Steam like less than a month ago. But either way, it's still an interesting little game. Not really the best road building game in my honest opinion, because the graphics do some rather nonsensical things at times, like the cars driving over each other, as you can very clearly see. And overall, there's not really a great deal of depth to this game. It's mostly just creating roads, create overpasses so they can get over objects that they can't pass through normally. Just try to build them as efficient as you can, and I mean, that's pretty much it. There's not even an erase button. I mean, technically there is, but it just erases the entire road, and I don't like that. I wish there was an erase option that allowed you to just clear a certain section of a road, like if you mess up and you make a mistake. I don't feel like this is the most well-designed game in the entire world, but that's just my opinion. Still pick it up if you want to check it out, if you're interested. And to wrap up today's video, we have Desert Golfing. So Desert Golfing was initially released on mobile devices, iOS and Android, in 2014. It only made its way to Steam a few months ago, at the very end of 2017. In this game, you are simply golfing across an endless, procedurally generated desert. The game does keep track of your stroke count, but that doesn't really matter because the game doesn't end, or it seemingly has no ending. Maybe there is. I don't know. I haven't been able to get to it yet. I only played this for about 20 minutes before I decided that I had learned everything I needed to know about this game. Much like Freeways, this one lacks a lot of depth. Again, it more than makes up for in terms of content because there's practically an infinite amount of levels, or supposedly there is. But the way you play this game is that your little golf ball you have this gray platform that you are perched upon. You left-click on the ball, and you drag your cursor in order to increase your power. So this arrow indicates which direction your ball is going to fly in, and it also indicates how much power you are going to hit the ball with. So if you drag it back further, you'll hit the ball with more power, and it'll fly into the air a lot further. And as with every golf game in existence, the objective is to get it into the hole. So I already have a stroke score of 100 right here, and I'm already on hole 32. I wanted to reset this back to hole 1, but the thing is, you can't. I don't think this game even has an option screen, so you can't restart the game from hole 1 unless you uninstall the game, I would assume, but I don't think it's too big of a deal. Besides, the holes are all random anyway, so if I were to restart and go all the way back to hole 1, it probably wouldn't look like the hole 1 I had completed prior. Also, this game has no music and very minimal sound effects. Anyway, we're gonna hit this ball right over here. Right over here. Okay, that was a bit of a crappy shot, but yeah, there's a bit of physics simulation. Your ball will slowly roll down hills right here. If they're very steep at the very least, as you can see, it actually stopped on this one for some reason. But yeah, the ball does make noise whenever it bounces, and also when you hit it. It does have some tiny particles whenever it hits the ground as well, which is a really nice touch. It makes some noises. Also, I just like jumped over the hole. Yeah, but there you go. That's pretty much the whole game. Yeah, and then just adds an additional stroke to your score. In golf games, you're not supposed to get a higher stroke count. Like, you want the lowest stroke count possible, but like I said, in this game it doesn't matter because it never ends. So it more or less gives you an idea as to how long you've been playing, pretty much. This is how many strokes you've taken in total, but it doesn't really mean anything at all. And because of the nature of the game's procedural generation, sometimes the holes can be incredibly easy, other times they can be very unforgiving and just plain evil. Try and see if I can hit it over this this hill right over here, but I don't know if I'll be able to accomplish it. Oh boy, okay, well, almost. Wait, it kind of stopped right there. Okay, so sometimes it stops on a steep hill, other times it rolls down it. Yeah, I don't really understand that at all. Oh, that was a pretty good shot right there. Very nice. I did get some hole-in-ones off screen. It is definitely possible to get them on some of these courses. Again, they were technically not designed by a human, and this was made by the guy who made Freeways. But technically, he didn't design any of these courses. He created an algorithm that just randomly generates them. I mean, it's still an interesting concept, a golf game with randomly generated levels. So that way there's like an infinite supply of them. That way there's always a significant amount of content to go around. You'll never get bored of it because you always have new courses to play. It's an interesting concept, definitely. But this game is it's very simple, as you can see. All you do is just left click on the ball, you just drag it, apply some power to it, and just hit it into the hole. I mean, of course, there are some different strategies you have to come up with, considering they are all procedurally generated. One strategy you used on a previous hole may not work on the next one, and the difficulty of the game fluctuates wildly, of course, considering they are all procedurally generated. See, this one was a pretty easy hole right there, because there was a slope right there that it could have just rolled down. I have to hit it above this cliff right over here, this very steep, abrupt 90-degree cliff. But then I need to hit it up the slope right here, so this might be where it gets a little bit challenging. And the thing is, you can go out of bounds. If your ball flies off the screen, what will happen is that you might think that it resets you to your previous position, like it does in every other golf game in existence. But what it does instead is reset you to the beginning of the course. Like, it resets you to the beginning of the hole. So, the game can be a bit unforgiving in that regard. But most of the time, the holes are so easy and simple that it will almost never happen to you. Or will just very rarely happen to you. I might demonstrate it on the next hole, but I just want to try and see if I can get this here. Oh, we got a little bit of a bounce right there. It could have been 2 shots. It could have been 2. But unfortunately, we're gonna get the 3 here. So yeah, there's no birdies or pars or bogeys or anything. It's meant to be another one of those relaxing experiences, except this one is not really a puzzle game. Well, I guess it kind of functions as a puzzle game sometimes. But yeah, as you can see, if you hit the ball off the screen, it just resets you to your previous location. Like it resets you back to the beginning. And I do realize I was already on the tee when I did that, but even if you're off the tee and you go off the screen, it will reset you. In fact, maybe to give you guys a better idea of that, I'll try doing it like this. See, I just fly off the screen, but then I appear back on the tee. So I don't appear after this this little hill right over here. It doesn't work like that. Yeah, okay, sometimes, I guess they don't slide down backwards, or they don't roll backwards. None exactly understanding this game's physics, if I may be completely honest with you. And, yeah, that's the whole game, guys. That's desert golfing for you. It just keeps on going forever and ever, supposedly. I don't know, maybe there is a secret ending to the game. Who knows? I don't really feel like figuring out if it does or not. I wouldn't really like to know, to be completely honest with you. Not all that interested. Okay, this one might be a little bit difficult, because if I keep on hitting this slope right here, which I'm not trying to do... Okay, hang on. Maybe like this. Oh, is it gonna land in the hole? No, of course it doesn't. Then I just go back down this other slope right over here. So yeah, it can create, like, evil scenarios like this, where it's, like, perched on top of a hill, and if you overshoot it, then you wind up rolling down a hill, and you have to try again to hit it above, hit it onto the top. Oh my god, and then when it hits the side of the hill, it just moves it even further away. Relaxing experience, my anus. Okay, where is that even going? Holy crap, dude. Just stay, like, right here, perhaps? Maybe this might be good. Maybe this will be good. Right in the hole. There we go. Yeah, I don't believe it gets enough bounce that it flies out, though. So, I guess that's good at the very least. Just launch it into outer space. And this will probably be the last hole that I play, because that's all there is to say about desert golfing, guys. That's the whole game. Oh, damn it, I thought that was going to be a hole-in-one. But then, of course, you had to bounce out of the hole. Because it looked like you were gonna go in it at first. Damn it. Okay, this might be a hole-in-one, though. Tell me it is. Tell me it is, son. The only thing that I find a bit frustrating about the game, though, is that whenever you're pulling back and applying power to your ball, the thing is, your cursor is not locked into the game window, and if your cursor does end up going out of the window, it does reset your power bar. Like, I'll demonstrate it right here. So you can't see my cursor, but I'm trying to put some power on it. But then my cursor goes out of the window, and then it just resets it completely. It can be a bit annoying at times, if I may be honest, but that's not too big of an issue, I would honestly say. Here, maybe I can just roll it up the hill. Wow, okay, that was a little bit too much power. Here, just get it up the hill right there. Okay, yeah, that was actually a pretty good shot. That was very nice indeed. Oh boy, what even is this? What even is this hot garbage? How do you even expect me? Well, I know exactly how you expect me, but actually, no, I can't apply that much power. This is about as much power as I can apply to it. Oh, come on. Aw, darn it, you almost had it! But see, this is the problem, though, because that's about as much power as I can apply, because I can't move anywhere else on the damn screen. Move it as close to the hill as possible, and then try shooting it over. Oh my god, if the ball wasn't so close to the bottom of the map, though. But I still got it over, though. Then all I have to do is do this. Yeah, that's okay. That's pretty okay. Even if it lands over that, as long as it doesn't go to the hill. Just hit it into there. Just put it right in. Very nice indeed. Now my total score is 151. Yeah, like I said, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm gonna stop it there, guys. So that's desert golfing. That's all I gotta say about it. And thus concludes my double feature video for today. So that's Freeways and desert golfing. Freeways is a game where you construct roads and just watch as all the commuters pass along your road. It's not the most well-designed game in my opinion. Like I wish there was an erase feature that allowed you to just erase certain parts of the road and not the entire thing. I really don't like that. And desert golfing is just a game where you golf across an endless desert. There's nothing more that needs to be said about it. It's another one of those games that you're just meant to play in order to relax. I don't know. I use the phrase ASMR in video game form when I played Proteus, and I guess in a way desert golfing might be somewhat similar to that, except there's barely any sound at all, aside from your golf ball bouncing around on the triangular dunes. Not even any music or environmental ambience. I guess it's more like something you play when you're waiting for something else to download. One of those kinds of games. This one is a lot cheaper than Freeways. This one only costs a single toonie. It is available on Steam, iOS, and Android, but there is a non-DRM version available on itch.io as well. I would still say they're worth checking out regardless, especially Freeways. Personally, I prefer desert golfing over Freeways because I don't have to think as much. I mean, desert golfing can get a little frustrating at times given the nature of the procedural generation, but I would say it is still a lot more relaxing to play than Freeways because Freeways just confuses the hell out of me at times. I just want to play something that doesn't require me to use my brain, or at least that much of it, but I still recommend you check both of them out, and you might as well purchase both of them as well, because you're only spending about $6 in total, so check them out on either Steam or itch.io, or if you want to play them on your mobile devices, and support the creator so we can continue making more interesting projects like this. I mean, that's pretty much what I say about every single indie developer, but seriously, if you genuinely believe that their products are so good that they are worth buying, then yes, by all means buy them so they can continue making games. Because game developers are hardworking people, and I don't think it's unfair for them to ask for compensation for their pieces of art. And I'm just gonna leave it at that, because if I keep on talking, it's just gonna devolve into another psychotic rant, so whole bunch of links in the description if you wanna purchase either Desert Golfing or Freeways, and that's pretty much it. As always though, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video I make. Later!